Yo, YouTube. What's up? This your boy Cam the Trucker. Check in, man. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit for your boy, man. Like I said, man, we trying to get these subscribers up to 1,000 subscribers. I think right now we are like 375. So, man, just tap that subscribe button. Really need all you guys' support. So, man, what I want to talk about today is y'all see I'm at the crib. I'm at home. Today is Wednesday. I had the load going to Dallas. So I got to drop that off at 8 p.m. tonight. So I pulled up to the delivery today at around about 10 this morning trying to get them to unload me. But, this the reefer gang, They wouldn't take me before my appointment. So I came to the house. You dig. So when I pulled up to the delivery, I had texted my dispatch and told him, yo, bro, if they take me early, I'll let you know so we can get a reload. That means I was going to get a load after that and roll out, go wherever I need to go. But I said, if they don't reload me, we just going to reload Friday. So what that means is I'm going to take a reset Thursday and leave out Friday morning so I can have a full clock for next week. So he was like, all right, that's cool. Appreciate you for pulling up, With him, he wasn't tripping about it because I guess it was like the effort, He was like, all right, well, he did pull up to that motherfucker at 10 to see was they gonna unload him, because I read the reviews on the warehouse and they was saying like, shit, they might unload you. The lady was like, man, you 10 minutes late. She like, man, you was 10 minutes late. We just took the driver before you. He had an appointment for the night. We just took him early, but right now we kind of swamped. I couldn't do nothing but be like, okay, and just keep it pushing. So I'm currently at home. I'm gonna leave at 8 and 7 and go right down the road. The place ain't number like 22 minutes from my house, which that was clutch as fuck. So yeah, man, let's talk about it. I know a lot of drivers been hitting me up, asking me am I leasing. So I'm a company driver. So let me tell y'all the reason why I'm not leasing. So let's break it down like that. I'm really kind of mad at myself for not letting people know why I'm not leasing. Going in depth with it, So mind you, I was doing drive-in. Ever since I started with Nationwide, I just started doing reefer like a couple months ago. So yeah, I was doing drive-in lease. I started off as a lease driver, one of the first batch of drivers who started doing a lease here at Nationwide. The lease that I was doing, they got plenty of more promotions now. This just when I was leasing, this is what I had going on. So it was 75% of the gross. We only had to pay for the truck and the trailer. The truck my truck current lease, whenever I start back leasing, is gonna be $850. I know people probably be like, yeah, but my truck is $750. That's on y'all. Y'all started at a different time than I started. When I started, the race was booming. So I think they might keep me at $850. But that's something that me and the owner, we can talk about whenever that time comes. So I see now a lot of drivers paying $700 for the truck, for the same kind of truck that I got. But when I started leasing, I pay $850. So I pay $850 for the truck, $850 for the truck, $500 for the trailer. Nothing else came out. I just had to pay for tolls and fuel. So that's all. And then any maintenance that is needed for the truck. So yeah, I'm doing drive-in lease purchase. That's when the coronavirus hit. Man, when I say it was booming, I'm talking about $6,000-$7,000 loads paying. It was a load they were trying to offer me to go to California from fucking Maine or some shit. That load paid like $9,000. I didn't take it because I don't go on the West Coast. My dispatcher, I think you should take it, but I didn't take it. So man, it was a lot of shit going on that I really just ran my money up and for times like this, So bam, everything was going good. $5,000-$6,000 checks was coming. I can show you, back when that time was going, it's no problem. But I feel like it ain't no need to be going back in time. But if you hit me up and ask me like, hey, let me see some of your old check stubs, I got you. But yeah, the race and shit was booming. And then next thing you know, the rates dropped with the drive-in. I mean, we started seeing like $1.90 a mile, $1.60, $1.70. I just was like, all right, it might be time for me to quit, man. For real, for real. So the owner had hit me up one day, was like, hey, you might want to think about going company because of the race going bad. So me being nonchalant, I am. I still was doing good at that time. I was like, nah, fuck that. So then it started looking like, all right, 3,000 gross to the truck, 4,000 gross to the truck. It could have been nationwide. Was bullshitting with the lows. It could have been that. I don't care. That's between them and God. So yeah, so it was that shit was going on with the race dropping and stuff like that. I just was like, man, all right, I'm gonna go company. So I went company and doing the drive-in. So bam, come back around. The race still bad at this point, because the owner come to me like, all right, this is what's going on. Like, man, I barely got enough to basically make a profit. I ain't gonna tell you what exactly we talked about, but he was like, all right, this is what I'm gonna tell you. This is what we're gonna do. If you want to do it, you can go reefer, go company, get paid cents per mile or whatever. Or you can lease the truck again and we not charging you for a truck note. So me, I was at that time, I was already like, fuck that shit. I really done got time for it. I really just was like, fuck it. So me being me, I'm like, all right, I ain't finna do the company shit, man. I'm gonna do the lease. So I was doing the lease and shit, but I wasn't really dedicate myself towards it. So I was kind of bullshitting, getting into it with my dispatchers and shit. Because the race was so low, it still didn't make sense. I just was like, fuck that. So I went back company. Me and the owner, we came up on an agreement on the situation. And, I'm company driving. So it kind of played into part because I was buying the house. I had a lot of shit going on. So when I went company, it's like, okay, take that burden off my back. So that's why I be telling people like, man, I'm thinking about going back lease next year. But that was the reason why I'm not leasing, because the race went bad and the diesel is just too fucking high. I mean, the math ain't adding up for me. I don't know for you, it might, but it ain't adding up for me. And the key thing about doing a lease purchase, man, I'm just saying in general, not this lease purchase, you got to be dedicated to it. And I feel like you should get your own fuel card, man. I got a video below, man, like from a couple months ago, man, when I was talking about the TSD Logistics fuel card. They saved my ass a lot during the lease, man, because you going to pilot right now, to all the nationwide drivers, man, you going to pilot right now spending $5.28. Not getting a discount. When you can go get it out, get a discount with TSD Logistics and save that $200, $300, $400 a month. You know what I'm saying? With that discount. So yeah, that's why I'm not leasing, man. That it was just too much on me. Right now I don't got time for the headache, the wear and tear, and man, going to the shop, they was just replacing shit on my truck. I spent like over damn near $10,000 on the truck, which that shit just some normal shit, but I just didn't have time for it, man. It kind of like took a lot out of me, when I was leasing, and then it got bad. So when it got bad, I just was like, man, fuck it. So a lot of people ask me, am I going back? I'm thinking about going back, not necessarily saying I'm going back. There's no reason for me right now as a company driver to go back lease. There's no reason for me right now. I'm still making good money. Like I say to y'all, I'm still grossing good money to the truck. I'm getting paid a percentage of the gross. So I'm still making good money. I'm still running hard. I still run like I'm leasing the truck because the bag got to get secured. I'm a hustler. Can't nobody out hustle me. That's how I feel. So, man, I mean, y'all can look at the numbers that I'm grossing, but the goal is when you're doing a lease, man, pull 2 to 3 loads a week and just don't be picky with your loads, man. Don't try to tell them people where you want to go. That shit'll go all the way bad for you. I mean, if the numbers ain't adding up, then you say something. But as far as, all right, I know the rates and shit, let them folks do their job. I learned this shit fucking with Nationwide, man. Let them folks do their job. I ain't finna tell no dispatcher, hey, bro, this load ain't paying what it would. Man, I'm gonna let you do your job. You know what's going on. Now, I'm gonna give you a week or two. If that shit don't work, then we gotta talk. Just like this load that I'm on, my dispatcher, he called me like, bro, they gonna take you at 8 p.m. I'm like, I ain't tripping. He called me like, man, I know it's bad that they taking you that late, but we'll try to do X, Y, and Z. I'm like, bro, I'm good. I'm chilling. You know, I told him I'm chilling. I said, man, I ain't trying to complain. I'm straight. He like, man, I really appreciate that. I'm like, yeah, I know you got other drivers that got a lot of other shit going on, but I just ain't got no energy for that shit. So, man, as long as the money good, we good. That's how I feel about it. But, man, when you coming into a lease, any lease in general, man, you gotta stay out there. You gotta run, bro. For real. My thing is with the lease, man, don't put no money into that truck. That's where I fucked up at in the beginning of my lease. I'm putting my own money into the truck. Hell no, if I go in it now, today, any repair that I need, hell no, nationwide, y'all do that and take that out of my check. I'm getting nothing but profit. I'm profiting every time. Now, I work that debt off, which they don't mind fronting you the money for it, but I work that debt off. But I'm not finna put my own money into it. That's where I fucked up it the first time. But like I said, I made good money. I made a lot of fucking money. You know, I can't make this shit up to you. I made a lot of good fucking money. But it's just when it got bad and the fuel prices started going up, it just didn't make sense. I mean, mind you, these lease trucks is older trucks, you know. They got 2019s, 2020s and shit, but the lease truck I got is an older truck, so if you going down the right motherfucking mountain, you probably be pulling about 2.0 miles per gallon up that damn mountain, you know. So you do the math. You go to Utah, shit, that shit gonna knock your ass off going through them big ass mountains and hills and valleys and shit. So just a lot of shit you got to take into perspective, man. Coming to this lease or any lease, man, come in this shit with a plan, man. Come in this shit with a goal. That's how I did. I came in with a plan. I couldn't half step it. I couldn't afford to half step. So I went hard for like 3 months straight. I didn't go home. Well, I don't say 3 months, like a month straight or 2 months straight. And I didn't go home, and I just grind and stack my bread up, and that shit was paying off major. And if the rates would never dropped, I still would have been leasing. So, man, to everybody out there, man, that's thinking about leasing or just looking at, all right, man, I just want the money, but don't got a plan, yeah, you definitely coming in this shit with the wrong mindset, and you definitely gonna lose. You know, you heard it from me. I'm gonna be the first to tell you, if you don't come into a lease purchase with a plan, you definitely gonna lose. If you don't come into this lease purchase trying to be independent, an independent operator for real, you definitely gonna lose, you know. But it's definitely good money out here. I feel like debt lease purchase, and I think right now they got like 3 months of no truck note or some shit, you know. So if you get that TSD Logistics fuel card and start paying for your own fuel off the rip, shit, that no truck no shit, that shit gonna pay off major. I mean, you will see a $3,000-$4,000 check off the rip each week. I mean, honestly, I really wanna just do a lease. I mean, I say try it out for a week or something. I really wanna ask the owner, hey, let me see if I still got this shit. You know, just like on a trial run, like, hey, let me see if I still got this shit. Let me lease the truck for a week. You know, see if I still got this shit to show y'all that, hey, this shit definitely doable, but you gotta have a plan. You know, I might text them and see, like, hey, Peter, let me try this shit out right quick. Let me see if this leash y'all got going on, if a motherfucker can win off of it. And you know what, Cam, the trucker dropping straight facts. You know, I'm dropping straight facts. I'm not doing no half stepping. If I'm fucking losing, if I was doing it, I would tell you that shit. But like I said, back then I was killing it. And right now I still feel like I can kill it. It's just I'm having some type of doubts because the fuel is so high. You know, but like I said, man, shit, I hope, you know, if I holler at him, he'll be like, you can try it, fuck it. Just to give y'all some content and let y'all know, like, hey, this shit definitely doable, you know. But, man, like I said, man, everything going good, man. I got this load delivered at 8 p.m. tonight. You know, y'all my people. I got to give y'all the real and the real only, you know. Like I said, man, I ain't like these other YouTubers faking and flogging, you know. Sometimes, man, when you seeing people on here on this YouTube channel talking about they making X, Y, and Z, you know, sometimes you got to reevaluate what the fuck they saying, because at the end of the day, the math ain't mathing, you know. The math ain't mathing, you know, because somebody can tell you that they making $5,000 today, you know, but then they start telling you how they made the $5,000. You like, oh shit, this $2,000, you know, that you done made, but you telling us on YouTube or clickbaiting for $5,000. So that's one thing I don't do. I don't clickbait. I try to keep it real and upfront as possible. And man, just give y'all some good content, man. Like I said, man, like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna keep these videos coming back to back. I'm at the house chilling, watching TV, you know, basically kicking back. Go deliver this load. I'm gonna reset, leave out Friday. We back to the bag, you know. Hopefully I get another $9,400 a week gross to the truck. Tomorrow I'm gonna drop a video showing y'all that week of the $9,400 gross to the truck week. My last video, I showed y'all the $8,500 gross to the truck stud. Like I said, I ain't gonna tell y'all how much I'm making, but I'll show y'all how much the truck made. For anybody that's thinking about leasing or whatever, you know, you can see how much the truck made, that this shit not a game, this shit all real, this shit all facts. You can see how many miles I ran, all type of shit. So like I said, man, when you coming over here trying to do the lease, you gonna run 3,000 miles. But it's definitely money to be made. You just gotta have a plan, and you gotta execute the plan, you know? So, man, without a plan, it ain't nothing but a dream, baby. Peace.